What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rich Nine Podcast. In today's new video, we're gonna be talking about Liverpool summer signings of the season. So, as you guys know, I like to review the team summer signings and tell you what I think, which players I think are gonna how can I say it? Are gonna have a straight impact, which players I think they're gonna have a tough time, etc. So without wasting time, let's get right into it. As we have here, we have a little tactical board. So first, we know how Liverpool played last season. Liverpool last season played in a 4-3-3, or if we can say in a 4-2-3-1. That's how Liverpool played last season. 4-2-3-1 with Soboslai as a 10, Luis Diaz in a more central role as a 9, and Cody Gakpo, left winger, Mo Salah, right winger, it doesn't change. And here, I was to put Alexander Arnold, but I just put Conor Bradley because he's not there. Ibrahima Konate, we have VDD, Virgil van Dijk, Robertson, and here in goal, we had Allison. Sorry about that. We had Allison in goal. So, yep. So, this was pretty much Liverpool starting 11 last season. And last season, as we were watching games, we saw Arne Slot tactical evolution. Like he brought something. How can I say? He brought something different a little bit from Jurgen Klopp. We all know Jurgen Klopp is a 4-3-3 addict. So, but now last season, Liverpool they were on a very good run. They were having something like this. They were like this on a build up. The build up they were playing on a 4-2-4. Yeah, 4-2-4 in build up where Soboslai joins Luis Diaz up unless they both become two floating tens where they can drop deep and stuff. With Mark Alister and Gravenberg forming a double pivot. So now but with the ball it was more something like this. We're having something like this more with the ball with Mark Alister a little bit higher up. We had something like we had Arnold Trent here, and now we had Robo. Robo was more of a third center back, and we had Salah hugging the touchline. So we had something like this. I don't know if we can say box because Mark Alister was somehow here. With Luis Diaz, we had freedom to go either left or right. But it worked for the majority of the season. It worked. That's how they literally closed the league in like almost February or March, so having something like 13-point lead. So yeah, it kind of worked. But at the last minute, we still saw the same thing that we were seeing other Jurgen Klopp, like the lack in squad depth. Squad depth, there were not a lot of replacements. Some players needed time to breathe. Mark Alister literally played every single game in the Prem, Champions League, whatever game he won. Luis Diaz same. Mo Salah, we already know, like he's a beast physically. Soboslai was second part of the season was tough. Gakpo same. Like Gravenberg same second part of the season was tough. Like overall, the team we showed that the team needed like a little bit of fresh legs, as we can say. Fresh leg. They need the squad depth. So right now, we know Liverpool signed a pretty good amount of players. So yeah, so here in the nine, they needed like I'm more worried about the defense because here they lost Kwanzaa. They lost Kwanzaa here in defense. So I don't know who's gonna be like the VDD replacement, who's gonna replace Van Dijk, honestly. So I'm more worried about this one. Also, Konate. I'm worried about Konate. Konate is remaining 1 year contract, and it seems like he doesn't want to renew. He want to leave, and losing two two important players back to back. Whoa, it's kind of tough. You lose Arnold on a free side as a free agent, then you go again on and lose Konate. Whoa, that's tough. I think for me personally, I think they should sell him if he doesn't want to renew his contract. They should sell him at least so he doesn't go free. And right now, so Connor Bradley as a starting right back, where Connor literally he showed good things. Honestly, he showed good things. The 2-0 I Anfield against Real Madrid, he had a crazy game. So Liverpool came as Arnold left. Liverpool signed Jeremy Frimpong as their right back. Honestly, Frimpong, I don't even take Frimpong as a right back as we can say. I see Frimpong more as a wing back, just like Dumfries in a back three. I think that's where Frimpong is much more better. But I'll have to see exactly how he does in a back four if his qualities are still gonna be like on top. So they also signed like Milo Kerkez. Also signed Milo Kerkez, like Kerkez, who was literally one of the best left back in the Premier League last season. Like he was a crazy left back, and so many teams won him. At one point, I saw Man City on him. I saw Newcastle, Arsenal. Like literally everybody was on him, and finally he went to Liverpool. That's a very good signing, especially with no Robo. Robo hasn't been the same since, so he needs some competition. Timikas, I don't think Timikas can bring him that kind of competition he needs because Timikas is not he's not that decent too. Um, so Milo Kerkez, we have Frimpong. Now we have Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez more as a Ibrahima Konate like backup. Yeah, Joe Gomez as a backup. We all know Joe Gomez. He can play literally everywhere, left, right, center. Like he can literally play everywhere. I think this is the type of player that you always want in your squad. And here we have another signing. We have here is we have Mamadashvili. Forgot to add him. We have Mamadashvili here. Mamadashvili, who like yeah, Mamadashvili, like he was one of the best La Liga goalkeepers at one point. I don't know if we can see it. Yeah, he was one of the best La Liga goalkeepers at one point, and it shows. But hey, I still believe that he can do much better. But Alisson is still on top, so I think this is more a signing for the future. But it's still a good thing. Uh, right here we have now for Gravenberg. Gravenberg, we have Endo, Wataru Endo, like Wataru Endo, traditional defensive midfielder, always there to do the dirty job. That's why under Jurgen Klopp, he was literally so important for him because he was protecting that back line very well, recovering balls everywhere. Like Endo, he's always good to have in your team. And also we have a young academy player like Trey Nyoni. I don't know him, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about him. But I still need to see him play before I can have like a quick judgment. So yeah, Trey Nyoni here as a Gravenberg replacement to backup or Mark Alister or something. And now we still have Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott, we all know him. You know, he has never had a starting place. Even under Jurgen Klopp, he wasn't starting. Um, for Mark Alister, we have Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones, honestly, crazy, crazy midfielder. I love him, honestly. I love him personally. Very good technically. And now we have the signing of the season, Florian Wirtz. Uh, Honestly, Wirtz, I know it might sound controversial, but I still believe that putting Wirtz in the middle, like in the middle of this midfield, like especially in the Premier League, that requires a lot of, how can I say it? That is very athletic and physical. I think putting Wirtz in this midfield is actually, how can I say it? Like it's actually very risky. So I don't know how Slot is gonna place him or how Slot is gonna play with him, but playing Wirtz there is actually crazy. For me personally, I'll play Wirtz as a false nine. I'll play him as a false nine, so you don't have to. How can I say it? So you don't lack quality in the midfield because we know Soboslai. Soboslai is a crazy player. It's like he can run literally the whole field for 90 minutes. Mark Alister always they put in their efforts all the time. Like this midfield is actually so perfect, and putting Soboslai on the bench is unfair, which I think is unfair for Virt. I know Virt is a much more better player, but because of the league context, I think that putting Soboslai on the bench is, especially after his season, it's like I don't know. It's like it's not in terms of merit for me, but we shall see. And now they also have on the front four. The front four we have Ekitike. Ekitike, who by the way is a new signing. Honestly, I don't know what to think about this. I think they signed Ekitike for 100 mil. I think so. I don't know how much they signed him, but I don't know. But honestly, Ekitike for 100 mil is crazy. Like actually crazy. How much did they cost Liverpool? Like 95 million for a kitty kid. Like I think for me personally, 95 million for a kitty kid is way too much. It's way too much. I know the player very well. It's true that he joined PSG at a tough time, a tough period when PSG wasn't like a well-oiled machine that they are right now. They were still like under the Neymar, Messi, and stuff like that. So he was very young, but I believe that during his time at Frankfurt, he learned a lot from it. So yeah, but hey, but 95 million for him is crazy, especially from a striker. You demand you demand a striker to score, and Ekitike, bro, he is not a clinical nine. Like literally, he's not a clinical nine. Look, like, bro, he has like 23.9 expected goals and he scored 15 goals. Like this just tells you how inefficient he is. Like tells you very how inefficient he is because he's more of the, how can I say, he's more of the uh how can I say, he's more of the, like, he's more of a target forward than literally like a killer nine. He's not really clinical in front of the goal. I think even Luis Diaz did better than him, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Luis Diaz literally, who is not a striker, literally performed more better than him. Like 13 goals for 12.3 expected goals. That's pretty good. He outperformed his XG. But hey, we know we shall see. So, and now we have Darwin Nunes, the brother of Ekitike. I think these two are brothers. Like they just signed another Darwin, but for a much more higher price. So we'll see how it goes. And now we have Federico Chiesa. Chiesa, honestly, I think Chiesa, I don't want to say his career is done, but if he keeps getting injured, bro, I think he might low key needs to hang up the boots of or go to Saudi or something like that because I don't think a big club in Europe will still bet on him after these injuries. So yeah, I think that's all. We also have Cody Gakpo. Yeah, Chiesa who can play both left and right. I have Luis Diaz. Like I think Gakpo, yeah, Gakpo with all the squad depth they have, Luis Diaz can also play on the right. Can also play here. Gakpo, yeah, Gakpo. Honestly, Gakpo deserves a starting lineup. Like, know that Gakpo, I heard the crazy stats about him that he always scored. Like he always scored in Anfield. Yeah, he even outperformed his XG. Yeah, overall, yes. So, what are the conclusions now based on all this? Do I think Liverpool are gonna make a back to back? Yes and no at the same time. Because, first, compared to last season, I personally think that the Prem was ass last season. Like, the level was really, really low. All the big six teams, like, they did not, how can I say, they did not play at the level we expected them to, as usual. So, I would say that the league was very very weak. So this season is gonna be a lot more harder compared to last season. So yeah, Liverpool can make it back to back. They have the squad depth for it. No more excuses that second part of the season we couldn't play all the other trophies because the players were tired or stuff like that, bro. This time there is squad depth. You have every player for every single position. You can rotate, you can make whatever you want. So yeah, so this is my this is what I think they should do. Luis Diaz future is still out in the air. So and I heard rumors about Rodrigo. I heard rumors about Rodrigo too. Like if they sell Luis Diaz, they're gonna go for Rodrigo. Yeah, having Rodrigo on the left side. If they have Rodrigo on the left side, yeah, I think they have 60% of winning the Prem. But it's still, I still need to see before believing it. But hey, that's it. Thing and the other part is, bro, the death of Jota, bro. Honestly, football is more of a mental or something like that. People, so many players were affected by Jota's death, like really, really affected. Konate was very close to him. I saw Konate IG story, like he made a post after Jota died, and bro, from there you can see that Jota was really a brother to him. Like so, so can't wait to for the Prem to start. We're gonna see a lot of crazy teams. Sunderland, Monaco, bro. No, not even Monaco. Sunderland, Man City, etc. But hey, it's always exciting. So thank you all for watching. Let me know down below what do you think Liverpool should sign, what they should do because honestly they might go for a back to back. I think, or they might not. But hey, let me know what you think down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. Liverpool will Liverpool win the Prem? Yes, or Liverpool will not win the Prem? And also tell me which player they should have signed instead of the others. So, this.